In this video, we're going to use Antlr to generate a parse tree from a simple C++ source code file. This is going to be a basic tutorial, so we will see all the steps required to parse a file like this, which is a C++ file containing a simple printout of hello world, to a parse tree like this, which is representing the C++ code. So let's start with an empty folder. Currently it only contains my C++ example file, and we will need to download Antlr first. So just Google for Antlr, and we find the page here, and the jar, the Antlr jar here. So let's download it. Here it is. So Antlr itself can parse different input languages. It's a parser generator. So in order to parse our C++ file, we also need a grammar file. We can find the Antlr grammars by Googling Antlr grammar, and we can find this GitHub page here, which contains all the grammar files that people made for Antlr. And we're interested in C++, so it's here, C++. The grammar file itself is this one. It's G4, it's a grammar for Antlr 4, and C++ 14 is the name, and we will also need to download this file. So we now have the Antlr jar and the grammar file, and we will use the jar to generate a lexer and a parser from the grammar file. We do this by running java-jar, the Antlr jar, and the C++ grammar file. So now we have various Java files. We have basically the lexer and the parser. So in order to run this now and to parse our input file, we need first to compile everything. So we will need to Java compile everything that is in this folder, all the Java files. But the Antlr lexer and parser we created has also a dependency to this jar. So we need to specify the class path and give it this file here, and compile it. Now we have a lot of compiled Java class files in this folder, and we can use the compiled Antlr parser and lexer to parse our file. Antlr provides a handy helper method for this. So we will run this method. It's called org Antlr version 4 GUI test rig. It also has a dependency on the Antlr jar, so we need to specify that again. When we run this, we see that this method requires a grammar name and a start rule name. So we give it the grammar name, which is C++ 14, and the start rule name, which is for C++ translation unit. Optional, we give it this GUI parameter, so we see the parse tree in a GUI. And finally, we need to give it the input file name, which in our case is example.cc. Yeah, there is a typo, obviously. So it's translation unit. And here we are. We have the parse tree from our Hello World example. When we look at it, we see that the file has a function definition of our main function, which itself again contains somewhere down here the call of sct cout hello world.